currently on our way to Phu Quoc. Korea actually does have direct flights to Phu Quoc, so we decided to fly through Incheon this time. And we're getting in kind of late, so today is a little bit of a wasted day. We'll get there at like 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, it's definitely a long flight. It was like 35 hours of flying. Well, it will be once we get there. And then on the way back, it'll be about 28 hours of flying, so it's a little faster going back. But we definitely lost 2 days, so yeah. We're going to tour a couple of properties and see which one we like best. And we also plan on eating lunch at each of them so we can see how the food is. I do have a plan to meet one of the people that I've been emailing back and forth with. I didn't really tell the other resort, but I think, you know, I'd kind of like to see it before we ask them and like trigger them to like do stuff. I know that that may be not the way you're supposed to do it, but I kind of want to see how their food and everything is and how their service is without them knowing that we're potential customers. You know what I mean? So I'm at the hotel room and it is very late. It's almost midnight because our flight got delayed naturally, but we're staying at the Sheraton Phu Quoc, as you can see, and it's the pool that like they always use to like show which hotel it is because it's a very specific type of pool. But yeah, I showered and I'm getting ready for bed, but it has been a long, I don't know, 2 days. It's really like how long it's been between the layovers and everything. But yes, we got here okay. They did not have our like shuttle ready, so we had to use other transportation. There's like a city bus, and then they transferred us, and then we took like a private taxi, like kind of more like a tuk-tuk to the hotel. But they cleared that up and said that for the way back, they will fix that. Tomorrow, we're just going to look around the property and try out the breakfast, lunch, and dinner because we got full board. And yeah, we're going to see how things go. And then the day after, we're going to try a different hotel. I would like to try and see three. I don't know if that'll happen because on this island, like it's actually kind of a big city. I knew that it was big, but like it's even more streets shooting off from like the downtown than I thought, and they all have stuff on them. We'll see how it goes. But for the next like day, we're just gonna like wander around here and see how we like it. Because this, I think, was like our first choice because they have villas and everything. And then the other hotel is our second choice. We really didn't have a third choice because Fusion, which I liked, was under construction and they said they'd be done in January. And now they're like, we don't know when we're going to be done. So I was just like, that's it. But anyway, I'm tired. So I'm going to go to bed and we'll see how it goes tomorrow. So yesterday we pretty much just looked around this property. Today we're asking them to show us some of the villas. Apparently, I don't know whether they don't have two-bedroom villas or whether they just don't have any available to show us right now, but that's what we're going to try and do this morning after we eat breakfast, so we can see inside and see like what type of amenities they have. And then later we're going to try and go and see another property. I don't really know anything about that one, but I did email the person who's in charge of wedding planning, and he is leaving an assistant to kind of show us around. So hopefully that goes well. We have had some like bumps and hiccups with like we paid for like all inclusive and not all inclusive, but like full board, and there were some hiccups with that. And yeah, I mean, but it's a good way to like see what flaws there might be and how like easy they are to work out. So yeah, that's why we wanted to stay so that you can like really see, how they do things. And with the other property, we're not staying. Hopefully, we can get a good gauge. It'll be a little bit harder, but that is the activity for today. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so we went to Chin yesterday and looked around, and I did like it, but I think for the types of guests that we have, this is definitely going to be a better location. So we're going to go ahead and email them and try and get something locked down and see how that goes. Basically, it sounds like it's going to be pretty empty when we book because it's not high season. So that means that we should pretty much have the whole facility to ourselves, except for I'm a little worried that one of the restaurants that we want may be closed. We might have to go with whatever restaurant they keep open during low season. But yeah, I think it's going well. We might send the bride and groom to Chin for like a honeymoon retreat after the wedding, and that way they can still get to enjoy it because it is really quiet and really peaceful, and this is a much bigger facility, so there are a lot more people around, and it definitely, like, there's music playing in the background that you can probably hear. So yeah, we might send them to like the quiet retreat afterwards, but we like the food here, we like the rooms here, we got to look at the villas, and yeah, now at least I can book and like know, because they were kind of making suggestions or saying like, pick which restaurant or whatever. And I was like, I have no idea because I haven't been there. Coming here definitely helped. And it became a nice vacation. And this morning, I woke up at 3:30 a.m. to take my dance classes. Our teacher Zooms them so that we don't have to miss even if we're gone. And yeah, so I've been up since 3:30 this morning, but we slept so much yesterday that I feel like I'm doing pretty well because yeah, I needed to get some dancing in. It sounds like crazy, but once you're doing it like every week, yeah, I was just like, it's very necessary. I could do this with this help. But then I have a very boring background. But yeah, it's going very well. So I think this is probably the best location. I just kind of looked at La Veranda, and I would have liked to have looked at that. I think that would be good for like small weddings as well. But we just can't go and see everything. And I don't want to start over either. So
Last day, we just finished swimming and we check out at noon.